Hi, I'm Jason Debley, and I thought tonight I would do something a little bit different. Close down the Mac computer there. I thought I'd do something a little bit different, a little video that explains kind of my mission statement or the whole point of the Whiskey channel for some people who don't know or have been emailing me with a lot of questions. So, have a little drink here. Sipping tonight some Benromach triple distilled, 50% alcohol by volume, but really quite approachable, neat. Or maybe it says something about me. Anyway, I've got some questions I put on post-it notes and thought I would run them by you and answer them. How do you choose your whiskeys? Asks somebody. Won't say his name. There's no rhyme or reason to the whiskeys I choose and feature on this channel. I basically go to the liquor store and whatever's on the shelf that I find interesting, I grab. Or I might read something occasionally in the whiskey magazine. I don't read a lot of whiskey publications because I find them really snobby and really just... they have a way of putting you down, and a lot of whiskey publications can be condescending. You know, there's just no other way to put it. And it extends to whiskey festivals, which is another question I got here. Jason, what do you think of whiskey festivals? I hate the term masterclass. It implies that you know, you need a special knowledge to review a whiskey or understand it. That's not true. All you need is a bit of experience. Drink a lot of different whiskeys, you know, within moderation over a long period of time. You're going to develop some wisdom just as you would if you were playing golf or, you know, studying algebra. So getting back to my point, or the question was, how do I choose my whiskeys? There is no rhyme or reason. Okay, so I've answered that question. Another one was, why don't you have more views on your channel? I don't know. I'm not good at promoting my channel. I only recently got on Twitter, but on Twitter I post links to some articles I wrote on my whiskey blog because I'm really interested in humor as in written form to convey whiskey reviews. It's really an eccentric hobby of mine. I have a blog called Jason Scotch Whiskey Reviews, non-profit, just for fun, where I'll write weird musings on whiskey. So why I don't have more views and also subscribers is because I don't really understand how to promote a channel, and this channel's not really about making money. I'm not selling any merchandise. I'm not pushing you to a vendor to buy your whiskey. And I actually, when I do whiskey tastings, usually around the holiday period, I do it by donation. They pay me a fee, and then, or I ask them to pay my fee to a charity of their choice, as long as it's a registered charity. You know, that's a good one. Okay, what whiskey do you hate the most? I need a sip right now before I take on that tough question. A whiskey I really dislike and gives a bad name to whiskey is Ballantine's Finest. Some people will say to me, Jason, you know, I've tried whiskey, it's disgusting. And I'll invariably ask, well, what were you drinking? And they will say, well, I had some Ballantine's Finest that my dad had in his cabinet that's like 5 years old and half full, sitting over the TV. So the combination of the heat and the sun hitting it and it being half full, plus crap blend, which is never intended or designed to be consumed neat, makes for a bad experience with whiskey. I tell people Ballantine's Finest and a lot of cheap blends are designed as mix. They're not intended to be consumed straight. There are exceptions, like Teacher's Highland Cream. You can have it straight or on the rocks or with a little bit of water, and it's a delight. But a lot of your bottom shelf whiskeys, Scotch whiskeys in particular, are not intended to be drunk neat. So Bell's, I think, is not very good. Other bottom shelf whiskeys, what else? Dewar's White Label. I mean, if you like it, you like it. But, you know, so I don't like Ballantine's Finest. I don't think it's a good representation of Scotch whiskey. And I don't even think they portray themselves as a representative of great Scotch whiskey. They are marketing themselves, last time I went on their website, was they're trying to target the youth as club mix. So Ballantine's Finest, not a fan of. Drumguish was another really bad single malt years ago that's not even on the market anymore. What's another question? Do you have a sense of humor? Mark from Hamilton, Ontario. Yeah, I do have a sense of humor, but I keep it in check, and I'll tell you why. My wife, who is much more astute than me in career and business, in interaction with other human beings than me, she is diplomatic, and she has told me, be careful what you say on the internet or on YouTube, because it's out there forever. And often I like to say provocative comments to get a rise out of people. So if I know, for instance, you are a Clinton fan or Hillary Clinton supporter back when in the 2016 election, then I'm going to say something pro-Trump. But if you're a Trump fan, I might say something Clinton, just to get a rise out of you. So, but when I'm on my whiskey channel, I do kind of keep it in check, because politically incorrect humor can come back and haunt you, especially me, where I work in government. I am a swivel servant. You know, I work in government. It's very conservative. I think most of them are baffled that I even do a whiskey review channel, and I'm sure HR monitor it daily. I'm joking. Okay. Jason, is your whiskey channel scripted? No. Not much more to say about that. I turn the camera on. I make notes before I do a review and have a general idea of what I want to say, but no, it's not scripted. And which takes me to my next question, which was, or not a question, more of a comment. Jason, you need to learn video editing, and you need to learn how to use lighting for video. Like, I presume Carol is getting at the fact that often my videos are either too dark or too light. Well, Carol, you're right, but I can't be bothered. I'm just too lazy. So, in general, the mission statement of this whiskey channel is to convey to you in short, concise videos, which this is not, my impressions of a whiskey. Is it good? What does it taste like? Is it good value for money? And that's pretty much it. I don't get into the history of the distillery, because I don't think you care, and you can read that on the back of the whiskey box. The other thing I don't do is parrot what the distillery or the corporate owner may lay out for you in marketing materials. I don't take money from the whiskey industry. I don't take free samples ever. Every whiskey I review, I pay for out of my pocket. And fortunately, my wife doesn't watch all of these videos. Otherwise, she would know where all the money's going. Okay, that's all I got to say. Cheers. Thanks for putting up with my channel and subscribing. I'm coming up to about 2,000 subscribers. To me, lots of subscribers and lots of viewers tells me that the content is not bad. And what it's all about is learning about whiskey and finding one that you like. And it doesn't matter what all the whiskey snobs think. Find a whiskey that you like and enjoy it. Cheers.